Hey everybody, it's a Walker. So what are we doing today? Well, we're back in the woods walking around. That's for sure. You know what I think we'll do today? We'll go over my little traditional fire kit. Because I really like firecraft, and traditional fire kits are just loads of fun. So I think we'll go over that. Of course, you know what we're gonna need first is a nice spot without any, well, I don't want to make a big fire here. So we'll find a spot that's got very few leaves and things like that. It's awful dry out, so I don't want to burn down the whole forest. That'd be a bummer. We'll find ourselves a spot and we'll go over my traditional fire kit. This is a good spot. Not many leaves around. Nice, just some, it's like some acorns. That's really about it. So I guess this is a good spot to do this. We'll go over my traditional fire kit. Now, first thing, when it's serious, when I'm out in the woods like serious, I'm not messing around. I'm not playing patty cakes. You know, I'm gonna have a fire kit that's got a lighter, for instance. There's a lighter in this one. There's some pre-made tinder. There's a little, I guess, spark light. You know, what else we got in here? We have ferro rod, some more pre-made tinder. We got some matches. So, you know, I'm not messing around. When it's serious, I'm going to have at least 3 modern means to start a fire, and I'm going to have pre-made tinder with me just in case. You know, always have that fire steel, matches, and the lighter. So I'm gonna have that. But, you know, it's not all about like staying alive and survival and all that stuff. This is all really about fun. If it wasn't fun, I wouldn't do it. So my traditional fire kit is what I use when I just want to have a great time. So let's see what's in it. Now, obviously, plastic bags are not traditional. But hey, I don't want my stuff wet. So we'll go through the contents here. I've got it in a in this leather bag with a little I don't know what you call that, slider, dongle, or whatever. That's made of fat wood. It's just a friend of mine made this for me. It's just a kind of a cool little little addition. Now, fire steel is not a traditional means to start a fire. It's actually a real modern means to start a fire. But hey, you know, I always keep a fire steel with me just in case I decide to take this out as my only fire kit because I'm having a fun time, but then it gets a little less fun. So I like to have a solid means to start a fire. So, you know, this is in the kit. It's loads of fun, and really fun's what it's all about. All right, let's take a look at what we have here. First, we've got, that's the birch bark. Rocks. You gotta have rocks, right? I mean, I can find rocks, but I always pack some with me. We've got chert, and we got flint. Very sharp edge. Oh, by the way, if you notice, there's no striker. That's because, well, the rock is a striker. So I don't carry a striker with the fire steel because I have these sharp rocks. Okay, let's see what else you have here. Of course, we've got the char cloth. Kind of like the mainstay of the whole fire kit. I mean, you have to have char cloth, right? Here's an interesting little bag. But what's in it? Well, we've got some fat wood. That's good. Lots of hydrocarbons in there, you know? Jute. Now, jute doubles as a cordage, but for this application, when you puff it up, it makes for a real nice tinder bundle. And we have a little striker here, little high carbon steel. I think it's made out of 01. It's pretty good. It's a very thin, small, simple C striker. So also by Wolf Creek Forge. So this is actually my backup striker to the primary striker. So I have 2 in this fire kit. Here's the primary striker. This is made by MP Knives. MP, I think Matthew Paul Knives out of New York. differentially heat treated. This is dead hard. This is softer, so in case I drop it, the whole thing just doesn't crack and fall into pieces. But even if it did, it still would work. Oops. There we go. Throws a wild spark. And also, when you do accidentally hit the edge with the back, it just naps it to make another sharper edge. So, and that's more of the colonial style. So I keep two strikers in here. But you know, even if I lost both these strikers, which is unlikely losing two of them, I can still use a knife if I have a carbon steel knife. Here's another bag. So what's in this other bag? Kind of interesting thing. We've got a candle. Now candles are good because one, it'll hold a flame, and the wax itself is very flammable. So the whole thing is tinder, and it is a flame extender, not a coal extender, but a flame extender kind of. So you can get a little flame, it'll hold it. Candle, it's a cool thing. These are Brimstone Matches. Fatwood Brimstone Matches. Basically you get a coal, you stick it in the coal, I guess that's brimstone is actually just a fancy name for sulfur. Sulfur ignites, the fat wood goes off. I did a video on these. These are awesome. So I keep them in there. Man, look at that nasty little ant. Ha, you dead. All right. This is kind of an interesting thing right here. This is it goes by a couple names: slow match, tinder tube, whatever you want to call it. This is an extra refill. And here's the tinder tube itself. I'll show you in a minute exactly how this works. So tinder tube with extra, I guess it would be rope, cotton rope. All right. Now, finally we have is a little bag of chaga. Chaga can catch a spark from flint and steel, the marginal spark, which is a much, I guess it's much cooler than the hot spark that comes off a ferrocerium rod or ferro rod. So this can catch the marginal spark from flint and steel methodology, and also it can hold a coal for a long time. So it's a coal extender, and also it doubles for a, replaces the char cloth, and it's natural. Now inside, I think any of these traditional kits should always have a means to char more materials. One advantage to this is that I can replace many of these components in nature. That's part of the fun of a traditional fire kit. Now, I can replace pretty much, I can replace the tinder, I can replace the char, and I can replace the rocks. So that's kind of nice. Now, so in order to char materials more easily, I have a little tiny Altoids, a small mini Altoids, and what's in here? There we go. I believe that's charred cedar bark. And all I would do with that is I would take I would throw a spark into here, and it would start to coal. And of course, when I run out, I could char more cedar bark, or for instance, I could char punkwood. There it is. Nice crumbly little punkwood. So that's one of the pros of having a small tin inside your traditional kit. Plus, as I said, it's loads of fun to go out there and find stuff and keep your kit going. All right, now that you've seen, I don't think I've missed any of the components here. What I'll do is I'll put up a picture of everything all laid out, you know? What we'll do is I guess we gotta see this thing work, right? I'm gonna show you. Here's another of those tinder tubes. The way this basically works is you take a, well, I took a 38, cut off the back, and I charred this material. And the way I charred it is I ignited it, then I pulled it back. Hey, is that an ant? Get off that. That's what that's the woods for you, right? All right, I pulled it back and then I cupped it like this, and that will char it. And charring happens when you have incomplete combustion. meaning that this ignites, I pull it back, put my finger here, and it just goes out. Of course, that's all crazy talk. Let's see if it actually works. This is lamp wick, by the way. You can get this in Walmart. I think what we'll do, I already have some of this nice jute. We're gonna take I guess we'll take some of this punk wood. We'll put it here. Another of these ants. You know, I am really they're after me. They are after me today. I'm always complaining about bugs, though, ants, gnats, everything under the sun. That's one pro of winter. You don't have these bugs like just working you over. What I'm doing here is I'm putting a coal extender into this tinder bundle. So I'm going to pick some of this up. Grinding up this, there it goes, punky wood. All right, I think we'll try, we'll use ignite it. Little piece of chaga to catch to get the coal. Maybe we'll put the coal in here and then try to blow this into flames. That's the hope. If it doesn't work, you know, that's cool. We'll just use a piece of char cloth, right? Okay. So here's the gist. We take this, expose the charred end, take this right here. We'll put this on a sharp edge right here. There we are. Well, I might as well use a striker that came with the kit. Ah, there we go. This may take a moment, you know. Sometimes things go easy, sometimes they don't. Finding a spot for this. Right here looks good. Oh, we got it. You can see there. That wasn't so bad. Okay, here's my plan. I'm gonna take a piece of chaga. Now the chaga is ignited. See that? I take this, I pull this back into the tube. Cup it. Here's the chaga. We'll put this down here for a moment. That's going to go out. It's out. Here's the chaga. Chaga's in a tinder bundle right there. It can be smoky. There we go. Next, in goes the birch bark. Then the sticks. And that's pretty much it. It's not that, it's, you know, not that hard really. Okay, a little more coal extender in there. There we go. Let's see if that burns. Everything's pretty dry, so I'm pretty confident in this. There we go. And there we go. Bingo. Okay, so that's the general gist of the traditional fire kit. It's loads of fun. So, you know, you all want to go out there, make your own fire kit. You don't need much materials to do it with. You can even use an old file for a striker, some lamp wick, cartridge, Altoids, tin, materials you find in nature. So it's a blast. So, all right, that's about it. And as always, if you like what you've seen, hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. And as always, you have a great day. And let me kill this because that sun is again right in my eyes. And thanks for watching.